Hey guys, welcome to episode number 54 of the Billy Rickman Show podcast, and I am super excited today because I'm going to Bali tomorrow. I don't want to rub it in or anything, but I have been working my little backside off this week. So like I said in yesterday's podcast, I was working till 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Last night I didn't leave the office till 11 o'clock, 11:30 something. My wife messaged me at 11 o'clock, like, where are you? Are you okay? And I was like, oh, I'm still here. When was that? Tuesday night? Last night or something? I know that was last night. And then Tuesday night I was working late from home. And then I was being up early, just smashing things out, trying to get everything sorted and trying to get everything organized. And as you can tell, if you're watching on YouTube, I also had time to fit in a haircut and look rather dashing. I'm just joking, I'm just teasing. So I'm really, really excited about Bali, and with the Sale and Growth Seminar tickets now on sale as well. It's been such a big week, we sold 30% of tickets straight away on day one, and then I got harassed by people from Adelaide yesterday and said, oh, can you please do an Adelaide show? And so now I'm out at Adelaide, so there's now, I think in yesterday's podcast I kept repeating that there was 8 locations, but there wasn't, there was 7. So it was Auckland and Christchurch, and then Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Florida. Am I missing someone? And then so that was 7, and then we added on Adelaide yesterday. So they're all in September. If you haven't gone to saleandgrowthseminar.com yet, there's no S, just singular, saleandgrowthseminar.com. You are completely mad if you haven't gone there yet, because it's going to be the event of 2018. It's going to be so big, so exciting, so much stuff to go through. And we're going to be talking about heaps of cool stuff. And one of those things we're going to be talking about is marketing, right? And so, I put a mission out on my Facebook and Instagram page the other week. I said my mission in the hair and beauty industry anyway is to get people to love sales and marketing, get salon owners. So I know other people listen to my podcast who are not salon owners, so don't feel like I'm just talking about this, but this was my mission, and I'm getting to a point about it. My mission was that I want to get salon owners to love sales and marketing as much as they love hair and beauty. Because that's what I find all the time is that, and I talk about this in my podcast all the time, that people they love their trade more than they love business. And that's okay, but you have to at some stage do the things that you don't love doing. You have to at some stage go, well, I will focus more time on growing my business. And a good example of what I was just talking about, I just literally had a phone call this afternoon with a new Inner Circle client, and it was a really uplifting conversation. And sometimes I just get on the phone with people and I'm like, this is the first time I've ever spoken to you, but I just feel connected, and I just feel like we have the same energy and the same views, and you get it. And it was just such an uplifting conversation. I think we both got off the phone call, was super pumped by it. And then because I was super pumped from that, I just went into a Facebook Live just now. Go to my Billy Rickman official page and look at the Facebook Live I did today. If you ever want to know, I'm not saying, oh, you're a pro and saying, Billy, you're the best in the world at this, but I think it's a good example. I'm just sidetracking a little bit, but people always say, well, what do I talk about on Facebook Lives? And sorry, my phone's just gone into low power mode. And people say, what do I talk about in Facebook Lives when I do them? And if you go to my Billy Rickman official page right now, you'll see that it doesn't particularly have to be about anything. It can legitimately just be about, that one there was about Facebook Live. I was giving away a competition prize. But the way you drag it out, and I just had a look instantly, throughout the Facebook Live, I got, I think, 280 comments or something like that during the live. And it was done at a pretty bad time because I've got to go home early tonight. I had to do it at 5:30, which is not a very good time to do a Facebook Live because obviously people are finishing work, or people are, got family commitments and things like that with the children and partners. And so it's not traditionally a good time. If you want to do a Facebook Live, a good time to do this, normally around about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. That's when you will get the most audience. But I had to do it at 5:30, and I still got enough people on there to get 280 comments on the actual post itself whilst the live was on. And you'll see if you go there and watch it, sometimes you don't have to someone has to tell you how to do something. You don't have to have instruction from someone. Sometimes you can just watch someone and go, oh, that's how you do it. So go to Facebook Live and watch how I drag the Facebook Live out as much as humanly possible. And I ask people for engagement, and I ask people to hit the emotion buttons and the reaction buttons, sorry. And I really like, I try to build the engagement and keep people interested. And I have a thing at the end where it's like, you've got to stay until the end in order to claim the prize. And so that sort of stuff, that is what Facebook loves. Facebook loves seeing organic engagement like that, where people are commenting. So when it sees that video now on my page, it will say, wow, that video got 280 comments. And I'm sure as people watch the replay tonight, that's just going to increase. And that's the sort of video that will stir engagement. So if you're wondering, like, how do I do a Facebook Live? If you're wondering, like, why is it so important? Go to my Billy Rickman official page on Facebook and have a look. Watch the Facebook Live. It goes for half an hour, but it'll be half an hour well spent because you'll be able to see exactly how to do it. And it's a question I get asked about all the time, like, how do I do a Facebook Live? And they want me to give them an answer like, oh, this is how you do it. The best way to give me an answer on how to do a Facebook Live is to watch that one I just did then and just copy it. Don't try and reinvent the wheel, just copy it. You want to build engagement, you want to keep it exciting, you want to keep the energy high, get people to comment, drag it out, have a thing at the end for people to have to stay and watch. And this is the new direction in marketing. I'm going to get to my original point in a second because I have sidetracked a little bit. But this is the way marketing is going now. And people who just go, oh, I just can't do Facebook Lives or I can't do Instagram Lives, like, you got to stop that. You got to think like, you know, you're riding a horse and other people are jumping on in cars and you're going, oh, I just don't want to learn how to drive a car. I'm just going to stick on my horse. Like, you got to learn to adapt with the times. Business is changing. Facebook Lives is where it's at. Instagram Lives is where it's at. Like, sharing content where people can engage live and feel you through the camera and understand your personality and your brand and your business. Like, that is where the direction of business is going. And if you don't want to jump on board with that, you will get left behind. I promise you that. And if you're sitting there right now going, business is slow, start to do Facebook Lives. And if you don't know how to do them, go to my page and watch it. Copy it. Do it exactly like I did. Like, and you go, that's not my personality. Learn. It's not my personality either. Like, when I first did a Facebook Live, I was like, shit, what do I talk about? What do people want to know about? Like, oh my God, I don't even know. What if people don't watch it? What if people don't engage? Yeah, but what if you do it and it's great? What if you do it once and it's rubbish and then you do it a second time and it's a little bit better and then you do it a third time and it's even better? What if you do it a fourth time and then people start to respond and engage? And then in 2 months' time, you've got a captive audience who want to be doing business with you because they loved what you did on those Facebook Lives. Like, guys, you've got to stop living in this moment where you go, it's going to turn back to the way it used to be. It is not going to turn back. And if anything, you as a person, as a brand, as the person who is heading your brand is going to become more important. I don't care if you're a salon owner or whether or not, like my friend Tim who listens to my podcast and he sells irrigation, or whether or not like you're an accountant or a corporate lawyer. It doesn't matter. Like, this is the way the way that business is going. It is about engagement. It is about connecting with your audience. And that's actually a really good way for me now to segue into the original post, which was about a conversation I had this afternoon. And the conversation was around, like, who is the person that you're trying to target? And of course, like I have spoken about this before, it's like, oh, I'm trying to target a 20-year-old to a 50-year-old or a 15-year-old to a 60-year-old because they all have these concerns. Well, that's right, they do. But what you need to do is figure out who specifically. And I said, if you had $1 and that dollar was enabled you to put it into a cloning machine, and you were able to clone one person, and that one person you were able to clone, you were able to completely like clone over and over and over and over and over again and copy them like a photocopier. Like, if you could only have one person, who would it be that would come into your business? She said, oh, I'd have like this person. And I said, who's it, male or female? She said, oh, probably female. And I said, okay. How old is she? She said, oh, maybe like 30 to 50. And I said, no, she can only be one age, that's it. She said, oh, like 35. Okay, cool. Like, is she married? And we went through this process, and eventually, like, we had a name. Her name was Georgia, and like, this is who it was. And I said, like, if you try to be everything to everyone, you're going to attract no one. You're going to connect with nobody. People will not understand your message. If you have a poster that's targeted towards 15-year-old boys and you have a poster that's targeted towards 65-year-old women, they do not understand your business. And if you have a promotional offer, they may engage because it's like a cheap way for them to save money and still get the benefit of what they want. But they will not be a long-term client. It's a good short-term strategy, but a hopeless long-term strategy. You have to create a connection with your audience. And you do that by understanding who it is you're talking to. And again, like, go back to my Facebook Live. You will see, like, the Facebook Live I just did is not for someone who is serious. It's not for someone who is, like, really conservative and ultra, like, you've got to have a really serious approach to business, and I don't want to be fun and jovial. Like, my Facebook Live is not that. My Facebook Live is about energy. It's about fun. It's about like connection. It's all of that sort of stuff, because I know who my audience is, and if I do those Facebook Lives and they don't like it, then it's not my audience, and that's okay. They can go and find a conservative business coach. They can go and find someone who wants to talk about policies and procedures and writing up documents, but that's not me. Like, I'm big picture. I want you to go, I want you to tell me that your goal is $100,000, and I want to say, no, scrap that. Let's make it $1 million. That's what my goal is. So that's my personality. That's who my business is. And that's who I'm trying to connect with, and that's what my marketing message is. So when I do my stuff online, my podcasts and my videos and my blogs, when you see all of this sort of stuff, it's all geared around who I'm trying to connect with. And if you're listening to this and you don't know who you're trying to connect with, if you're just like going, I'm a small business owner and I'll take $100 off anyone, and if I see an opportunity, I'm going to take it, that's a good short-term strategy, but long-term, it will not work. You will lose out on that game long-term. You've got to know who your audience is, you've got to connect with that audience, and you've got to be consistent with your message. Doesn't mean you're going to stop attracting people who are 15 years of age if that's not who you're targeting. Of course not. You'll still get people who walk in and go, do you do, a certain haircut? Do you do a certain skin treatment? Do you offer teenage gym memberships? Do you do things for teenagers? People will still walk in and say, can I do business with you? Of course. If you go to the other end of the scale, if you get people who are who are 65-year-olds and they don't fit your target client, are you still going to do business with them? Of course you will, but you have to know who your main person is. Who are you trying to target? And then you've got to look at every single aspect of your business and go, is my business a representation of that person and what they would want? And when you start to do that, you get to that message I talk about all the time. It's like, why do you love that business? I don't know. They just get me and I get them, and I would never leave them because I just love the business. And the reason, if you have clients who are not like that, is because they don't understand your business, because your business has schizophrenia, and it's just like a marketing message here, and one week you're blue, and then next week you're red, and then this time you're Times New Roman, and then the next week you're Arial, and then you're focusing on skin treatments. But hey, we've got nail polish, and it's just all over the place, and people just can't connect. It's like going to a barbecue and meeting someone and getting along really, really well with them and going, that one person was awesome. And then you go to a barbecue next week and they're there, you go, hey, nice to see you again. And then they go, yes. And they're very serious, like, what? Who is this person? That was not the person. Maybe they had a bad night. And then the next week you go to another barbecue and they're there again and they have a different personality again. You're going to get to that third barbecue and go, I don't really like that person. I can't really trust them. Something about them is a bit weird. Like, they change their personality all the time. That's how a lot of you run your business, because you're trying to appeal to everybody. You have to find out who your audience is, and you've got to target your message towards them. Some people will hate your message, and that's okay. Some people will love your message, and they're the people you need to keep doing business with, because it's easier for you to be natural in your own business and to attract those people and do business with them, and you'll find that your performance and success and profits and sales and everything that comes with the success of a business will flow from that, because you're doing business with the right type of person. So that's my message today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm off to Bali tomorrow. I can't wait, and I'll be doing my podcast live from there, and I can't wait to share it all with you about how the coaching retreat goes next week. If you haven't gone to salongrowthseminar.com yet, go to salongrowthseminar.com. We're doing 8 locations now, which is Auckland, Christchurch, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, Florida, and we're going to be talking about awesome stuff like business psychology, chatbots, salon memberships, knowing your numbers, scaling your business, really, really, really cool stuff. It's going to be so high energy, so much fun. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, go there now before they sell out. salongrowthseminar.com. No S, so it's salongrowthseminar.com. I seriously mean it. It's going to be such an awesome event, so don't miss out. Go there now. And if you love this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Billy Rickman. If you love it and listening to it on podcast, then go to the Billy Rickman Show on iTunes and on Android. So this is episode number 54. I'm Billy Rickman. If you loved it, please share it. And I'll chat to you tomorrow for episode number 55. Have a great night. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.